Alrighty guys, welcome back to some more Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Last episode, we made it here to the region of Al-Balad, where we learned that the people were actually in hiding because they were building a statue to their goddess. The monsters found out and ordered them to build the statue of their god instead, and so the queen decided to offer herself up to help prepare that. We just got a letter back that the statue of likeness had been finished, and so it's time for us to find a way to cross the river to save the queen. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So I did just a little bit of off-camera work, and when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit of off-camera work. I went and just grinded up to level 20. We were level 19 on all of our characters, but I was like, you know what? Let me just see how close we can get. It didn't take very long out in the open area. We just kind of ran around fighting everything. I think it took like less than a full round of monsters to get rid of. Or to level up, rather. You can see we also hit level 5 in Warrior and Martial Artist. I don't remember if we were level 4 in Priestess already. Based off the fact that we got Crackle, I don't think we were. But you can see here, these are spells we currently have on her. We did get Metal Slash and Multi Slash from our hero here. And then for Rough, we got Flying Knee and Back At Ya. I believe those are all the new things we have. Again, I was just going for levels, but that's how proficiency works. So, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and head over to try to cross the river. The enemies are not quite running away from me just yet. They are still pretty aggro on me, as you can see there. Let's go ahead and just run up here. It should be just right at this exit here. We've been here once already, but I guess we're trying to find the Great Serpent who will help us cross the river. Hello, my good man. This is truly dire. There does not appear to be a single fish to be found in the waters of the Nihil, let alone anything bigger. Much as we all hope that the serpent lurks in these depths, it is surely nothing more than a fantasy. I have no glad tidings to impart. These waters contain no signs of life, no fish, and certainly no serpent. Perhaps the mighty creature is no more, or perhaps it has been decided to leave these corrupted waters and move to pastures anew. For people of the world, perhaps you will come across some evidence of the serpent in another land. Even if it is no longer alive, its elegant golden horns are sure to have caught someone's eye. And do not worry, I will not give up hope here. I'll continue my search while you begin yours. Farewell for now. Those elegant golden horns are a huge clue as where it can be found, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be marked on our map anyway, so if you guys don't remember where this is, we will go ahead and head back to the present day. You can see we already had a quest marker here anyways. And we can go ahead and head on back over to the dig site. Wait, maybe? Yeah, the dig site. Okay, I was like, it's marking this continent, but I thought it was marking the northern corner of it. No, it was just marking the continent itself. Go ahead and head on inside. And roll up, come and lay eyes on the find of the century. This is no regular skull. It's bigger than one elephant's head, with 2 glittering golden horns, the like of which you've never seen. And to see it will only cost you a laughably reasonable 5 gold coins. We've already paid this. I guess it didn't expect us to come here before this. Oh, try as I might, I can't seem to shed any light on the provenance of this skull. Although I'm not sure why that surprises me. I've never known quite what any of the pots and vases I've dug up over the years were for certain. I've probably made some horrendous blunders with regards to some of them, but how would I even know if I had? If only I could have been alive at the time when the owner of these magnificent horns roamed the land. Everything would make sense then. Every pot, every vase, every strange, stupendous skull. I'd give anything to visit those times. Anything at all.
What is it?
Oh, you're here to look at the skull, are you? Well, go ahead, but don't even think about touching it. What if I told you I know where it's from and can give you information on it? Do you want to touch it? Yes.
Blast it!
Oi, I thought I told you not to touch it. Why can't you follow the most basic instructions, you utter imbecile? Okay, I guess I'll talk to you first. Huh? You want to know more about the skull, do you? Well, I suppose I can't blame you. I just look at the size of it. It's enough to set anyone's mind racing. Can you even imagine how big its body must have been? Why, 4 grown men could probably have ridden on its back. Oh, a good thing I know 3 of us and a 4th. We found the remains of ancient fish and algae nearby, you know. My guess is that it must have been some kind of aquatic creature. And I'm no marine biologist, but we're talking river fish and algae here. I'd say this was a freshwater beast, not a sea monster. But let's not get bogged down in specifics. Just look at the thing. It's glorious. Who knows how long those golden horns have been gleaming away? How many years? How many aeons? Surely such a mighty beast must have been worshipped as a god. It's my theory that it was probably the chief deity of the people of its native land. You agree, of course, don't you? Yes, I do, more than you know. Good, then I suppose talking to you wasn't a complete waste of time. Tell the archaeologist about your adventures in the desert? Yep.
Huh?
And you're telling me all this why exactly? Don't tell me you want my precious skull for some harebrained scheme or other, because you're not going to get it. I'm sorry, you think you might need to take it back to the past to solve a little problem there? Well, throwing time travel into the mix certainly isn't going to make your story more believable. You have any evidence to support these preposterous claims of yours? No, I didn't think so. Come on, own up. You're simply trying to trick me into giving you my prize fine so that you can sell it on for profit, aren't you? You'll need to do a lot more than that to catch me out. Now get out of my sight. Shoot. I mean, I have the pendant.
What is it?
What is it now? Don't tell me you've brought some evidence to support your ludicrous claims. Yeah, this pendant, the seal of the sands.
Huh?
Huh? What's that you've got? What? My word, that pattern is just like the one on the fragment I found. Could this mean? This is in a circular shape. It's not any kind of dish either. Ah, that must be it. But if that's the case, then... This is groundbreaking. Epochal, this could disprove all my theories. Or perhaps not, huh? Oh, I do apologize. I must confess. I forgot you were there. Now tell me, where did you find this artifact? Tales tells Dr. Digby the story of how the seal came into the party's possession. Well, there's no doubt that this is an ancient pattern. The tooling, however, seems to have been carried out very recently indeed. Could you really have traveled through time? It seems possible, but it's the only explanation I can think of. No, I simply cannot bring myself to believe it. I doubt I would ever believe it unless I were to witness such a phenomenon with my own eyes.
Oh,
Of course. If you really can travel to the past, then why not prove it by taking me there? I'd happily let you have the skull for as long as you wanted in exchange for a glimpse of the ancient world. Sure. Wonderful. Now if you'll just give me a moment. Can you bring the skull with you? Thank you. Didn't want to have to make the trip twice. Here you go. All yours. You're giving it to me now? Don't you want me to take you to the past first? Trust me, man. I could just take it if I wanted to. All right, then. Let's go. The wonders of the ancient world await. I mean, I guess technically he's a new companion. Let's go ahead and head on over, I guess, just back to the Shrine of Mysteries. Oh, never mind. I can't zoom just yet. Wait, why can't I zoom? Okay, it's going to automatically do it. With Dr. Digby in tow, the party heads for the Shrine of Mysteries. When they arrive at the shrine, Dr. Digby is incredibly excited and starts exploring every nook and cranny like a giddy child. In fact, he's so transfixed by the shrine that it takes a long time to persuade him to leave. Eventually, however, the party makes their way back into the past and into the darkness of the desert.
ooh.
Oh my! This must be the desert you were talking about. But how did we get here? Just a moment ago, we were on an island surrounded by nothing but sea. Just look at this soil structure. Deposits like this could only have been made in an era before our own, which must mean we really are here. We're in the ancient world, by all that's holy. Now where are the ruins you told me about? You must take me there right away. You can get there on your own, man. They're directly north of here.
Ooh.
My word, the original structure remains almost entirely intact. And these patterns, this period, it must have been... Oh, what is this? There's monsters here, man. Could this be... Oh my word. This is wonderful, beyond wonderful. To see all this with my own eyes, it's, oh goodness, I'm rather overwhelmed. Are we done here, man? Yes. He's welcome to stay here all he wants. Okay, I gotta take it back to Al Balad. Why couldn't I just go straight to the banks of the Nihil? Oh well. Let's go ahead and head on back. The Al Balad region's becoming quite an adventure we got going on here. We might actually not even finish it in this episode. I was hoping to get this and the present day version finished, but well, is he dead? Well, he's dying. Because I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Do I need to heal while I'm here? Yeah, I probably should. I fear this is the end for my husband. He has not been able to open his eyes since his collapse. Yes, this is it. This is his time. Please, you must pay your final respects. This is what he would wish. If only Hadid were here to do so also. Elder Khalid is lying on his bed. He looked exhausted and is fast asleep. Look for Hadid. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure he's in the banks of the Nihil, right? Can I just head on over there? Nope, can't fast travel right now. Never mind.
Oh.
By the sands.
Huh?
Hadid? Yeah, all right, we'll go ahead and head back up. Hadid, my boy, welcome home. But I fear your father, Well, do not just stand there. I had a strange sense that something was wrong. This is why I returned. You think he could have been... Never mind. I thank you for coming to pay your respects. Do not expect a response. He breathes still, but his eyes no longer open. Khalid? Father. Hadid. Dear Hadid. I am not much longer for this world. That much I fear is obvious. I am glad you have returned, and our guests from afar also. I thank you for coming.
Curses.
Father, please, you cannot leave us yet. The time is not right. I have yet to discover the location of the Serpent. Queen Fertiti is still far from saved. If you're not here to ensure the safety of the village, I will be unable to continue my search. So, you have yet to locate the Serpent, I see. Wait. That sparkling. What could it be? Oh, please, the object you carry, show it to me, quickly. Show Khalid the ancient skull. Tell shows Khalid the skull. Surely not. Hadid, do you remember the tales of the Serpent? Ones you enjoyed so as a boy? How is the creature always described? With two great golden horns atop its head, yes? Can there be any other creature so endowed? Look at this skull. Look at its horns. This can mean only one thing. The Serpent has long since perished. Thank you. At least now we know for certain. It is little wonder you could not find the beast, Hadid. It no longer lives. Hadid, you must end your fruitless search and take your rightful place as the Elder of Al-Balad. But Father, you must forget about the Serpent. You must surely see that it is a lost cause. And while I understand your desperation to rescue the Queen, I fear that nothing can be done. You must focus instead on ensuring that we desert dwellers do not die out altogether. You must become Elder of Al-Balad, for this village requires your protection. You must take my place. You must. I cannot. I refuse.
Curses!
You are not dying, Father. You cannot. You cannot abandon your village, your people at a time such as this. You are our elder. You are Elder Khalid. Your work is not yet complete. No, it is not complete, which is why you must complete it, my son and heir. My wandering friends, I fear I must ask another favor of you. We desert dwellers traditionally send our elders in their next life by entrusting their remains to the loving embrace of Mother Nihil. When my body is committed to the waters, I would ask that you also return the skull of the Serpent to the river which gave it life. All life comes from the Nihil, and it is to the Nihil that it must return. Khalid. My apologies. I must ask that you leave. Alright, man. I'm out of here. You want help carrying your dad and all? My father is dead. Must inform the people of the village. Okay.
Now,
Thank you all for assembling here. It is my sad duty to inform you that our beloved village elder, my father Khalid, is no more. Tomorrow his body will be returned to the waters of the Nihil, as tradition dictates. In the meantime, we shall return to our homes and make the necessary preparations. That is all I have to say for now. I will speak more in the morning. Tails and his friends spent a sleepless night at the elder's residence. Soft sobbing can be heard throughout the night, carried on the desert breeze. Then, morning comes. It would appear that everyone is gathered. Very well. Let us set out for the banks of the Nihil. This might be one of the only coffins we see in this game, since our characters don't actually die. Like, if you hit 0 HP, you come up at 1 between battles.
It is time. Let the ceremony begin.
Mighty Mother Nihil, we have come here today to humbly request that you welcome Elder Khalid back into your life-giving embrace. Truly, he was a man who followed the path of virtue. We ask that you take his body into your depths and carry him into the next life. Let him ride your gentle currents to the lands of paradise, and then back into this, the realm of the living, when the time comes for his rebirth.
Beloved elder, dear father, I hereby vow to grant your dying wish, to carry out your final request. Elder Halid has returned to Mother Nile. I hereby humbly take his place. From this day forth, I will do my best to serve you all as Elder of Al-Balad. I solemnly swear to honor him and to preserve his memory. I ask you all for your assistance in achieving this aim.
A new elder is born to us!
Elder Hadid!
You have our undying support.
I trust that you remember the request my father made of you, wanderers. The great serpent has perished. Though you possess its skull, its soul has long since departed. We must both let go. For my part, I have resolved to build a great raft, with the aid of which we may traverse the Nile without the mighty creature. For your part, you must relinquish the serpent's skull as my father requested. Return it to the waters that gave it life. Now, both the serpent and my father are at peace. Come, we return to the village.
Something is happening. By the sands, behold, the Nile. It is. What? What in... It is a miracle. I can hardly believe what I am seeing. The serpent lives.
The serpent! It seems impossible. But no, this cannot be a dream. By all the powers of the heavens, praise be to the unseen force that watches over the world. And of course, to you, young friend. And to you, his companions. This miracle is thanks to you all. Now, at last, we have a chance. We must seize this opportunity. Fellow desert dwellers, I apologize. But I cannot become your elder. Not yet. The serpent has risen. I must ride upon its back and go to the aid of our queen. When I return triumphant, then shall I honor my father's wishes and fulfill my destiny.
Yes, yes, Hadid. Go do what you must. We believe in you.
I shall. Now, serpent, do you understand the words of men? Please, permit me to ride upon your back. We must journey upstream and rescue Queen Fertiti. Now,
This would appear to be our destination. Alas, we do not have much time. Come, we must hurry, and we must be prepared for anything. So this brings up an interesting dilemma. We found the skull in like the far future. I would assume at minimum a couple hundred years, since our people have existed for a few hundred years on our island by ourselves. Which brings up the question of, are there now two in this past timeline? Because it's reasonable to think that the other one still is out here. It just left the Nile River. So does that mean the one that left goes back to the area, I forget what it's called, but it was the dig site area over by the roamers area. Did it migrate over there? So now there's, in this past timeline, there is one there at the roamers area, and then one here in the Nihil. Or did it die before this as well, and that's why we brought it back to life? I'm not sure. Fortunately, I don't think we'll ever know, but there is Priestess level 5. We get the swoosh spell. Seeing if there's anything else down here. Doesn't look like it. So let's go ahead and just, I guess, head up to our only destination here, which should be the Statue of the Likeness. Likeness of the Great Evil, which is the Statue of the Likeness.
Right.
What has happened to you? Are you injured? Thank the heavens. You are a desert dweller, are you not? I am. Tell me what has happened here. We must pray to him. If we do not, Queen Fertiti will be... Oh, but I alone cannot. I cannot. Calm yourself. You must explain everything that has happened. Start from the beginning. I am utterly devoted to the spirit of the land, as is Queen Fertiti. Alas, when we were captured by the monsters, we were forced to offer prayers and dedications to the great evil instead. Each such prayer that we spirit maidens offer up causes the monster's power to grow. The fiends become more powerful with every passing day. But we have little choice. We were told that if we did not pray, we could be killed. Despite this, Queen Fertiti refused. And as punishment, she was taken from us and imprisoned somewhere. Somewhere within the likeness. I must hurry to her. And you are? Ah, I see that you carry the seal. And we're just friends. It seems my people owe you a great debt.
Thought you'd try and fly the coop, did you? Well, you couldn't have made a more half-cocked attempt at it.
Oh, they're just chimeras.
You're lucky we're incredibly nice. Go on, flap along with your little friends and get praying to the Demon King. And who might you be, huh? Whoever you are, you're dead ducks now. So get in a row. We were just looking for some fresh sacrifices.
I'm not gonna scream. I can just say scree. Go back to my default voice. Ooh, Maribel, you need to not take that much damage. They should be weak to those swooshes, which is really nice that we got that right here. Yeah, there we go. That was a critical spell too, 107 damage. What? How? Who are you? Oh, I'm a fisherman. Don't mind me. Thank you so much. Oh, you're injured. Perhaps I can be of assistance. There's a goddess statue right there, actually. I'm fine. Okay, well, that works for me. Party's wounds are healed. Please do not concern yourself any further with me. I am but a humble spirit maiden with a trifling gift for healing. You must dedicate your energies to saving Queen Fertiti. Having seen you fight, I know that you have the strength required. And you must rescue my fellow maidens also. They helped me to escape as I was the youngest among them. But I cannot feel joy or relief while my sisters are still held captive and forced to pray to the darkest of all beings. All right, well, here we go. We'll go ahead and restore our HP real quick. But there are a couple of things on the outside here. 2 chests at least. Oh, well, hold on. I lied. How? Wait, that's so weird. Do I need to come back in the... No, because the chests aren't the same in the past and the present. Well, we will cross that bridge later. Maybe we have to come back once the likeness has been destroyed or something. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and head inside. And here we go. This is the likeness of the great evil. Go ahead and go down. Yeah, I was assuming this was not our destination. And there are some gold coins. Oh, it's unexpected. Of course it is. So whenever I was getting my new controller, I talked about this last episode. I decided just to get the cheapest Xbox controller I could find. If you guys don't know, because I didn't know this till I went and bought a new one, the color actually determines the price of the controller. So like a basic black controller is I think $65, and then a white is like $61. Pink is $61 as well, and then red and blue for level 6 we learned roundhouse kick. For whatever reason, blue and red are like almost $70. It was like $69, which is outrageous. But lime green controllers are apparently the cheapest, coming in at $55. Now, this was at Target, but hey, if I could get a controller for $55 and it was just green, sure. Whatever I could do to save some money. So I did end up getting a lime green controller, which is pretty fun. But what I did while I was there was I saw that the new Switch 2 Joy-Cons had come out, and that's the point of the story. And look, I don't really buy new Joy-Cons unless I need them. But man, that like lavender and cyan color on the 2 Joy-Cons, I had to get it. So I'm now a proud owner of 2 new Joy-Cons. This is actually a puzzle here. The first step on the path of virtue requires strength of character. Strength of character comes only from kindness. The path of virtue leads next to a long life, filled with wisdom, but no matter how long a man's life, it cannot go on forever. We've already actually read this one, but I think this is the actual puzzle we need. Should you wish for an audience with the spirit of the land, first you must prove that you have the trust of the desert dwellers. Next, you must show your knowledge of the path of virtue, the road the noble people of the sands take through life. Follow the path around the statues, one for each step on the way of virtue. Succeed, and the way of the spirit of the land shall open before you. Something has to be placed here. Place the seal of the sands on the monument. Sure thing. Okay. So whenever I touch one of these, is a statue of a lion. Got it. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but let me just touch all 3 of them and deactivate this. Yep, okay. Well, the good news is that was showing that I was correct, so I already know the pattern, which is wild. Let's see if we can figure this out. Strength of character, so strength, I'm guessing is step 1. Path of virtue leads next to a long life filled with wisdom, so a turtle lives a long life. No matter how long a man's life, it cannot go on forever, which is why the path of virtue leads in the end to heaven, and the paradise which awaits the pious man. Okay, so I'm guessing that's like up in the sky. For those who have followed the path correctly, it continues beyond heaven on into rebirth where it begins anew. I don't understand that part, but clearly it's strength, and then living a long life. And then for whatever reason, this is the heavens. But I don't understand. Oh, wait, you know what? These doors are opened now. I guarantee this will tell me more about it. The snake sheds its skin as it's reborn. Got it. Okay. So I think I was right about everything else, just because lions have strength and courage. The strength of the lion, courage of the lion, turtles have long lives. You fly to the heavens, so you fly with the bird, and then the snake. I figured it out first try on accident by guessing and checking, but that's how you'd find it out. What a lark! The spirit of the land has some serious power. You're not wrong there. Must be all those prayers the people around here are always offering up to him. He must be cock-a-hoop with all that adoration day in, day out. And it's feathering the nest for the Demon King, too. Now we've given the statue of a facelift. It's glowing brighter every day. And you know what that means? More power for Satesh the Punisher, and for us. We'll be ruling the roost before long. Scree. All hail the spirit of the land. All hail the Demon King. All hail the soon-to-be most powerful flock in the world, Scree. Yeah, long may the spirit of the land's stupid worshippers continue to make the Demon King stronger, cockeyed fools. They're just gonna leave, huh? Okay, I don't have to fight him? Works for me. Oh, well, that's why. Okay, so there's a bunch of enemies here. We're just gonna go ahead and cleave through them real quick as we run through here. Ooh, that is a new type of enemy, though. That is the goodie bag enemy, or bag of laughs. It's depends on which version it is. This, I think, is the most basic version. Typically, these, they're not, to say they're like metal slimes would be wrong. They are like a slightly rarer enemy, and they will give you a little bit more money than typical enemies do. So you'll see here, we should actually get like a decent amount of gold from it. I think sometimes they drop better items as well. Yeah, 222 gold. You don't get any more experience from them like you do metal slimes, but they are a rarer enemy. I'm guessing they probably only appear... Ooh, the Closserer. I'm guessing they probably only appear in groups, kind of like the metal slimes do. Makes the bear's critical spells 50% more effective. Okay, what was the other one? 10% more effective? Oh. Oh, no. Critical spell chance increased by 10%. Okay. Ooh, that's a tough one. I think I'll give her that one regardless, so that way they do more damage. But it is a tough call. That is the exact same cat warrior thing I've already fought. So we'll just go ahead and defeat these undead knights. I don't know if I fought any of these yet. Swoosh is very interesting in this game. I want to see what that does whenever I take control. Because it seems like it hits the enemy you target and then the two enemies adjacent to it. Typically, it is a spell that hits a group of enemies. But this one doesn't hit a group of enemies. It hits like different enemies depending on what you target.
All in the temple palace perished. But then what was the point in... Why did I...
Whether you believe it or not, it is the truth. None of the inhabitants of the temple palace remain. If you allowed yourself to be imprisoned here in the hopes of keeping your subjects alive, well, I'm afraid that did not happen.
I am so terribly tired. I had thought that I could buy them some time. That my people might rise up and drive the monsters from the desert, but... the fiends had no intention of honoring their bargain. All the time I wasted flattering them, attempting to curry their favor. All was for nothing. I have failed in my duty to my subjects. I have failed in my duty to the spirit of the land. My life is forfeit. I see the contempt in which you hold me, and I understand it. If it pleases you, take up the nearest blade and...
You said the jewels the monsters use to plunge the desert into darkness are somewhere above us, yes?
Wait! You mean to leave? You cannot go anywhere with injuries such as yours.
Your subjects have not all perished. There are those here and in Al-Balad who still believe in you. I will tell no one of what was spoken of here. Of your desire to throw away your life. People should not hear such things of their queen.
But we will mention something. Okay, well, let's go ahead and talk to the queen real quick. Because, well, before I talk to the queen, let's go down here. Oh, we are going to have to go that way. Never mind. Definitely should have talked to the queen first, but we'll go ahead and grab this Mercury's bandana. Now, typically that makes you quicker, but I don't think it actually increases your, oh, wait, that's going to be one of these, isn't it? Yeah. Increases your agility by, like, a good amount. Not as good as the Mercury bracelet, but still pretty solid. There has got to be a way to set it, so that way I don't waste my ability there. And who might you be? Are you the acquaintance of Hadid's? I am so sorry that you had to witness such a shameful display, as I am sure you know by now. I'm Fertiti, Queen of the Desert. And my temporary embarrassment is immaterial, far more important in Hadid's life. If you are his friends, you must go after him. He goes to face Satesh the Punisher, the merciless brute who has inflicted such suffering on us all, and he goes alone. I told him of the 2 rubies embedded by Satesh in the face of the great likeness that plunged our realm into darkness. And I told him too that removing them may yet save the desert from a black fate. Despite my protestations at his injuries, on hearing this, he chose the only path open to a man of virtue. He chose to act. But any who touch the rubies will surely face Satesh's wrath, and alone, he does not stand a chance. You must go to his aid, and you must hurry. Please, take this with you. The Black Key. It was dropped by one of the monsters. I do not know what door it opens, but I suspect that it may be of use. Now go, and may the spirit of the land bestow his protection upon you. Thanks for the heals. Oh, avoid you. Don't want to... Well. Go ahead and just run over here now. I'm going to try to avoid... Oh, no, you can't find good... Well, okay. Probably should have read the sign, huh? I was like, I want to try to avoid the enemy or the monsters, but the monsters actually might be the path I have to follow here. Let's go ahead and read this sign. True royalty never chooses the path least painful to itself. Oh. Got it. So it wants me to cross the lightning tiles. And that is a tier 6 warrior. We get the Undead Undoer, an ability that is stronger against the undead enemies. Yeah, it clearly wants me to just cross using the lightning tiles, which is fine. It doesn't actually do as much as poison does. I don't know if it's even possible to get safe passage at this point. Oh, well. Safe passage is the ability that will make it so that way you don't take any damage from like environmental hazards, like the lightning tiles or the poison tiles. Well, that Infanticore was kind of a joke. I thought he was going to be like a mini-boss of some sort. Nope. He was not. I don't even know if I don't even know if I had to fight him, actually, because that black key opened that door. Get a vial of magic water. A canna box. Oh, no. Is this the same, or is this a different version of the ones we've been fighting? Yep, no, it has whack. It is a different version. Cool. That was my diamond automatically exploded, huh? Do I have a way to disable my diamonds? Can I, like, store them somewhere, I wonder? Because that, yeah, I don't know if I can just turn that off. Huh. Maybe I'll go see an Assassin's Dagger. Maybe I'll try to see if there is some way to turn that off. Like, could I just store it? I don't even know if there's, like, a storage thing in this game. I'll have to look, though, because that's brutal. To just lose that right there without even a choice. Because typically you have to have the diamond in a character's inventory slot. And if it's there and they get hit by a whack, they will survive. Whack is an insta-kill spell, but has a low chance to hit. Right there, the whack landed, but because we had a diamond in our inventory, it didn't actually kill us. Right, time for today's prayers. Flit up those stairs and tell the Demon King you think he's the cock of the walk, or whatever it is you do. Oh, and your little friend who tried to run away will be joining you before long. She won't dare say boo to a goose now. Hehehe. Might we at least wait until our sister has returned before beginning? We will not be able to concentrate on our prayers until we know that she is safe. Yes, please, if you could give us just a little more time. You're joking, aren't you? Satoshi would turn me into a hat if he thought I was being nice to you. Gotta move on. Very well, but I might ask one last question first. Queen Fertiti, is she safe? You must tell us. We will not be able to focus on our prayers at all until we know that she is alive and well. You lot seem suspiciously desperate to put off our prayers today. What exactly is going on? Surprise attack. Oh, wait, no, they're up there. Never mind, not a surprise attack. I thought we were, like, really close to them. Nothing in that pot, even though that definitely looks like a mini metal spot. Okay, we'll go ahead and... Huh. How do I get up there? It looks like I have to come from outside. So let's grab this chest first for a kamikaze bracer. So the way that works, I believe, is that if we have it on... Where is that one? Might just miss it. Oh, right here. I'm pretty sure shatters when the other user is utterly exhausted, unleashing kamikaze. So I believe essentially when you would die, you will instead cast kamikaze, which kills you anyways, but it would do damage to the enemy when you die. Now we'll go ahead and head up these stairs because it looks like we actually have to go underneath this little bridge area to get outside. Let's head over here first so we can grab this last chest with a seed of agility. We're not quite to the point where I want to be using seeds yet. I try to hold off. If you guys haven't seen my Dragon Quest 1 or 2 Let's Plays, I do try to hold off until we're like basically at the end of the game or until a spot where we really are struggling to use them. Especially if you have a character that's not necessarily going to stay what they are. So for instance, Ruff isn't necessarily going to stay as like our primary damage dealer. It will eventually become Tails a lot more than he already is. Versus Maribel won't always stay as our healer. She will be more of a magical, she would take the magic regardless. I think she's just the best caster in the game. And who are you exactly? We won't have you sticking your beaks in. Just one guy, a single chimera. Okay, well, I don't think, well, that sucks. Wish you wouldn't use that right now, Maribel, but that's fine. I need to check my tactics. Is there a way to say, nope. I was hoping there's a way to say, don't use my abilities, but I think it's the same as don't use skills, or don't use MP. I think, but I want to use MP, so that's tough. Where did you nuisances hatch from? I thought we dealt with all the humans who put up a fight. I don't think I need to talk to you guys. Yep, but I saved him anyways. I don't even know if we had to. That might have been optional. And here we go. Go ahead and heal up, because you know if there is a save point halfway through the dungeon, or towards the end of the dungeon, well, cool. That means that the boss is probably up ahead. We're going to have to heal after this as well, but I'll go see if the left one is also an unexpected. Glad these guys don't have thwack. I didn't want to waste another diamond right now. Very interesting, though. Diamonds only protect against thwack. They don't actually protect against death, because I think we've died since we've had diamonds in our inventory. I mean, the last time we died was when Maribel died during the like final fight with Kiefer. But I don't know if we had diamonds at that point. We might have got them all in the All Trades Abbey, and I don't think we had a death there. Go ahead and heal up one last time. Then let's go ahead and head on inside, shall we?
Such a shame that I should come along just as you were about to remove those rubies and save the desert. What a pitiful sight! What's the matter with you? Can't you stand?
Ha!
You should have known better than to attack one such as I in your weakened state, worm. Ah. Not that you would have stood a chance even at full strength. My power is great and growing greater by the day. And it's all thanks to the prayers your precious spirit maidens offer up on our behalf. You've brought some friends along. Then I suppose that means I have some more killing to do.
Come, let us have some fun. Satesh the Punisher. Let's do it. Go ahead and change our tactics back to follow order since it is our boss, and let's see what happens. How is Crackle and Swoosh are both strong here? I'm going to see if I have to get a buff up. Let's go ahead and start with a Swoosh. 71 damage. Well, with that sap, I probably want to get a buff up because that is brutal and I don't have access to that yet. Let's go ahead. He's weak to pretty much anything we can do here. So what's back at you? That's fine. Let's go with Claptrap. Increase our attack up to as high as we can get it. And then anything weak here. Multi-slash is probably our best because he's not going to be an undead. Let's go ahead and multi-slash. Ooh, no, attacker is probably better to use right there. Yeah, that's brutal. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He's absolutely furious. We just started. Why is he already absolutely furious? Get a mid-heal there. Let's go with a attacker. Please lower his defense. That's brutal. I'm just gonna defend. Okay, went for Tails, which is good. Get a mid-heal. Oh, I fat-fingered it. I double-tapped. That's actually incredibly unfortunate. We did get the attacker off, which is nice. But I could have buffed, man. I could have buffed Rough right there. Okay, we're still fine. Luckily, it went for... Is this going to reflect damage at me? No, I think we're fine. Okay, we're feeling worked up. Let's go ahead and let loose. Our attack is increased, so we can go for another Claptrap. 144 crit damage, which is good. Actually, I don't think our attack stat matters for crit. Holy Rough. You gotta survive this, man. That is with attacker, I think, hitting too. Let's go with a let loose. This is gonna keep me a little more alive, I believe. Attacker again. I'm just hoping it sticks, man. His attack power did decrease slightly. I did see that one. I think like sweep doesn't do anything. Flying knee is probably my strongest then. 149, which is solid. Dude, as long as it doesn't hit Maribel, I mean, we're kind of fine. If it hits her, we're like, there's not much we can do. I'm actually going to buff Maribel here. And then another flying knee. And then attacker we probably don't need to do. But I really don't have anything better. We can do a multi-slash here, but I feel like attacker is just better. That sap hits Rough again. That's fine. Goes for Tails, does 2 damage. Mid-heal myself. And then attacker again. I mean, it does like the same amount of damage. These flying knees are nuts, though. 156 damage. I think we win after one more flying knee. And if we can get a flying knee with a guaranteed crit, that's just wild. Good counterattack to Tails. Let's do one more attacker. Try to keep his attack lowered. It did. Go ahead and do a flying knee. Mirabel's worked up. Let's go ahead and let loose just because. All of our defenses return to normal as well. We can go ahead and do a swoosh. And that kills Satesh the Punisher. Honestly, I wasn't that hard of a boss fight at all. 920 experience, 10 proficiency, and 252 gold. Our priestess is level 6. We learn multi-heal and benediction.
No! How could you defeat me? Damn you! No!
You did it. Now, please. You must hurry. Remove the rubies. Please.
Hadid! You are alive! Thank the heavens.
Your Majesty, please, do not concern yourself with me. The rubies, they must be removed.
So these are the heroes who defeated mighty Satesh. Extraordinary. But never mind that. There is no time to waste. The moment we have awaited for so long is finally at hand. The rubies that form the great evil's eyes may be removed, and the curse afflicting the desert lifted. Will you do me the honor of assisting in the removal of these blighted gems and the liberation of my people? Very well. I shall remove the ruby on the right. Please, you must remove the one on the left. You understand what you must do, yes? First, I will remove this ruby. Then you must remove the one on your side. The ruby is free. Now, remove the other, and bring light back to the desert. The sudden emission of evil energies is causing the likeness to crumble. Come, we must hurry. We must escape. Mighty spirit of the land, please, do not forsake those who have faithfully followed the path of virtue.
Praise be to the spirit of the land. I had long worried that after so long in the water you might not regain consciousness. But all is well, it seems. Now, if you will excuse me. Adid, you okay, buddy? Adid is laying on the ground. He's not moving at all. Oh, spirit of the land, I ask that you hear my prayer, that you perform this small miracle for your humble and virtuous servant. Please restore the breath to his body.
Now,
Ah, Adid! Oh, heavens be praised, Adid!
Now,
It was you who revived me. Why would you do such a thing after I do not understand. All who dwell in the desert are my subjects, and it is my duty to care for them. As your queen, I have no right to deny you my aid, nor would I wish to. Thank you.
I say,
Now, I am certain that there is much for us to discuss, but perhaps we should do so back at the village. You must be tired, your majesty. All of you must. Come, let us return to Al-Balad. Everyone returns to the village where a feast is held to celebrate the return of the queen and appointment of the new elder. Tails and his friends are hailed as heroes for helping Hadid to save the desert, and many a toast is drunk to their good health. Then, morning comes.
Ah,
Oh, you have awoken already. I was expecting that perhaps you would need to rest for longer. We're pretty much done. There's not really much else to do here in the town. Go ahead and check in with everybody. Oh, you have awoken. And at the perfect time. I've just finished perusing the funds to see if we have enough for rebuilding of the temple palace. After all, to leave it in its current monster-ravaged condition is simply out of the question. Incidentally, the serpent has not been seen since the likeness of the great evil was destroyed. Seems the noble creature has disappeared once more. I wonder if perhaps it came to us on the orders of the spirit of the land, and its work complete has now returned whence it came. But I digress. The people of Al-Balad are more grateful for your help, that are more grateful to you for all that you have done. I too thank you from the bottom of my heart. As a small gesture of our appreciation, we wish to offer you the treasures of our storeroom. Feel free to collect them at your convenience. I pray that they will prove useful to you on your adventures. Farewell. May the spirit of the land guide you always. I believe if we head back up, we can also talk to the queen, who should be up here somewhere.
well,
A very good day to you. I wish to thank you, of course, but words cannot express the gratitude I feel. Once a degree of normality has returned to my kingdom, I will ensure that you are suitably rewarded for your efforts. In the meantime, I'm afraid that I have another favor to ask of you. I believe you still have one of the blood rubies removed from the likeness of the great evil, yes? I would like to entrust it to you for safekeeping. I will ensure that the other is stored safely away where none may find it. In this way, we may ensure that the two accursed jewels are never again united, as I fear they might otherwise be. Thank you. Once again, I am in your debt. And yeah, just checking in with her. Basically, she's saying that at a later date, she'll reward us. Of course, that means when we go back to the present, we will find rewards. Let's go ahead and head into the storeroom one last time. There wasn't really a reason for us to be down here last time. But now, we can go ahead and head over here. Open up this door where, if we break this pot, we can find a mini medal. Then, inside the chest, we can get a rune staff, which I believe is better for us. Yes, it is by not too much, but we can also go ahead and pick up the blue fragment. And there we go. That is it for the Al-Balad region. We'll go ahead and just head on out of here. At this time, I believe you can't even zoom back to this palace In fact, I don't think there is a way to get back there. I guess that's why there was no mini medals or fragments or anything found there. I don't think many of the like items you could find were like too incredibly worth it either. I'm glad I picked everything up on my first time through there because well, oh wow, the Fanticore is just out here in the wild now. I guess that's, oh, because it was a palace exclusive enemy, and because it's gone, in order to fill up the like enemy glossary, you would have to fight one. While we're here, let's go ahead and throw another grade tablet piece down, as well as a blue tablet piece. But as you can see, there currently is no other areas for us to go to because we have our next destination. This is the present day area or region of Albalad. And so, in the next episode, we'll go ahead and fully explore that area and see what it has to offer. I will see you guys then.